Hi, welcome to the video. In today's video, I'd like to discuss about a new feature, which is Payment Practices Report in Business Central. What is Payment Practices Report and how to generate Payment Practices Report in Business Central? These are the 2 points I would like to discuss in this video. What is Payment Practices Report? In some countries and regions, that companies need to report payment times for their vendors or customers as defined by the local authorities. This reporting can be based on different sources and can sort based on the vendor's size or defined by the payment terms. In Sweden, the Swedish companies having 250 or more employees want to report each year with the Swedish company's registration office what payment times they have for purchases from companies that are smaller than themselves. The same activities exist in different countries like United Kingdom, Australia, and New Zealand also. But now the payment practices report is a global feature in Business Central and can be used everywhere. So today I'm just showcasing how we can generate this payment practices report in Business Central. So let me just share my screen for Business Centers. In Business Center, we can search for payment practices in the global search. Okay, this is the payment practices screen list page. Here you can click on new button for creating new payment practices report. I have already created one report and I'm just showcase the feature by using this report. Once you have clicked on the new button for generating new report, we have the fields like we have the number field. You can put the report number here. We have the aggregation type. This aggregation type is we have two options. One is period and company size. Why? Because as I mentioned earlier, the report can be based on different sources and it can be sorted based on the size of the company or the payment time period. Okay, so these are the two options we have as an aggregation type. And in the header type, we have options like vendor, customer, and vendor and customer. We can generate the report, payment practices report for the vendors as well as the customer and for both vendor and customer also. And the starting date. This is the date of report which we are starting. And also we have the ending date here. This generated on and generated by these fields will be filled up by the system once we have generated the report. And we have the statistics here, average agreed payment period and average actual payment period, payment paid on time. This will be generated and this will be the data which is used for generating the payment practices report based on your previous payment transactions with the corresponding vendor and customer. This will be generated based on the aggregation type which you have selected here and the header type selected here. Okay, now I have created the selected the aggregation type as period and also the header type as the vendor. Once you select all these fields and put the number also, you can click on the generate button. So you have put a starting date and you have put an ending date. The system will generate based on this aggregation type and header type. The lines will be generated for the selected period. Okay. Once you click on the generate button, you can see there are multiple lines has been generated. Now the aggregation type is period. So in the line you can see the different payment period terms. Based on the payment terms, you can see the different period of payments and you can see the payment paid in period amount and payment paid in period in percentage as well as the amount. We can get the details here. And also if you are click on this average agreed payment period, once you click on this button, you can see the payment practices data list. In this list you can see what all are the payment transactions done against the header type, which means here it is vendor. So you can, if you want to print out, you can click on the print button. You can see the report in PDF. Now I have using the default print layout. If you need any custom layouts, you can define your custom layouts in system and you can generate the report in that format. Now in the report you can see that the start date and end date, aggregation type as period, and the header type as vendor, average agreed payment period. As per this period which have selected in the start date and end date, the payment period is 23 and average actual payment period is 9 and payment on time which is 32.14%. Here you can see the payment period in between 0 to 30 days. The payment in period is 90 and the amount is 99.34, and in between 61 to 90 days there are 0.66% of payment has been done. Likewise, you can see in for all other periods there is no any payment transaction, so all these are getting 0. And if suppose selecting the aggregation type as company size and I am generating the report again, you can see some other lines has been created by the system. This is based on the company size. So in the I have different company sizes as large, medium and small. And in the large there is average agreed payment period is 0, average actual payment period is 0, payment paid on time is 0, which means there is no any transaction for the companies which is categorized as large. But in the medium you can see some figures, and in the small company size also you can see some figures. If you click on the print button, you will get the report in PDF file and you can click on that and you can see. So in the medium company size, you can see the average agreed payment period is 21, average actual payment period is 11, and the percentage is 28.57. And for the small company size, the average agreed payment period is 25 and the actual payment period is 13 and it is 100%. So likewise you can generate the report, and if you are using the company size as the aggregation type, you need to define the company size in system and you have to map this company size with the vendor master. In the company size screen, you can create different company sizes based on your business requirement. You can click on new button and you can create the code and description. And in the vendor screen, we can map this company size to vendor master. In the vendors, you can see there is a field company size code. Here you can map the corresponding company size which is suitable for the particular vendor. So based on this, the classification and the aggregation will be getting in the payment practices report. So this is the feature in Business Central now available generally. We can use the payment practices report from everywhere, and this will be helpful to generate the payment practices report, and also definitely for the countries which is mandatory to submit this report to the local authorities. And also in other regions also, users can use this report for analyzing the payment practices report based on the company size or for the payment term period. So this is it in this video. If you have any more, or if you want to know any more further in detail about this, or if you have any doubts or clarification needed, you can touch with me in the comment box. So thank you for watching in this video. I'll see you in another video with another topic.